It's hard to stay on track in your mental health journey when fascism rises in your country and injustice abounds in your city. And every time you open the smartphone that was supposed to connect us to each other, you see real human people glorifying detention camps and cruelty, and real human people crying over the rubble that used to be their home. And meanwhile, you go about your day and much of it is business as usual, aside from groceries costing $200 and your out-of-pocket minimums quadrupling and your landlord increasing your rent, not because they need to, but because the market allows them to. Then every time you start feeling bad about your situation, you remember that students and activists are being thrown into unmarked vans and Greta Thunberg has been detained by the IDF. And then you feel like you aren't allowed to feel bad about the bad things in your life. In fact, you should feel bad about yourself because you're not doing enough to combat fascism. But hey, maybe that's just me. However, if you relate to any of this, allow me to share what specific actions I've been taking to help me feel better. 1, and you need to believe me when I say this, spend less time on your phone. I know this advice sounds basic and feels counterintuitive because we want to stay informed and we feel obligated to make sure that injustice is being witnessed. But in reality, if you spend an extra 20 minutes, or let's be for real, an extra hour on your phone watching protesters get pepper sprayed in the face and MAGA people doing a total 180 on the Epstein files, all you've actually done is lose an hour, take 50 psychic damage, and put money in the pockets of the social media platforms. When you stop staring at the trash fire, you will have more energy and the ability to do something about the trash fire, which brings me to number 2, do something. You will only get relief from leftist guilt and the feeling of powerlessness when you take action that makes you feel effective and empowered. And there are so many helpful things we can do that are actually easy, and if we do them instead of scrolling, not only will we feel better, we will leave the world better. Things we can do are contact our representatives, whether we're in a red, blue, or purple state, make sure we have ICE watchdog groups saved in our contacts so we can quickly call them if we witness an incident, go to protests and marches, spend our money more ethically when and where we can, donate $5 to save the children, call our local homeless shelters and ask them what resource they most need. It's not all or nothing. Your options aren't become a full-time activist or do nothing. A resource I've been using for this is Indivisible.com, or more specifically, Indivisible Chicago for more local organizing. This is not an ad or a partnership. They send emails with daily actions and links that often take less than 5 minutes to do, including templates of emails you can send to your representatives. They help organize protests like the No Kings March coming up on October 18th. They have local meetups and fundraisers. Instead of standing with your mouth open in front of the fire hose of shit that is our news cycle, do something helpful. And then go make sure you're taking care of yourself and the people around you. Exist in your reality. Touch grass. Go live your best life, doing things that make you feel good and bettering yourself.